terrific matchup in this one. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads. And the Red Wolves will kick it away to start. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Rockets offense will start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Keeps it and gets past the chains. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against it. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Shoots it to the left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
They just find ways to find the big things. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for you.
They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So you get stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat-and-mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Finds his big tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Arkansas State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
The Red Wolves come to the line in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Flowers. Fires to the middle. Oh, picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 33.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Spits it out to the back. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Rockets have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Toledo. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Buffalo went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Bulls always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for this.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Red Wolves will try to pin them back with the punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Rockets offense is back on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll try the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far.
7, Arkansas State, 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Quick pass on the fly motion. Crosses to 40. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Man, these in-breaking routes are so hard for these slot guys because you're so worried about them flying up the field vertically. Nice job sitting down, breaking in, finding a little hole, making a catch.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. First down for this offense. Back to the ground game on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Red Wolves want to move quickly. He'll try to pop the draw. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Dropping back, it's Flowers. Got his man quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Red Wolves will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
On second down, just keeps firing. Throws to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes in.
Touchdown, Arkansas State! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Off the play fake. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. He's going to take off. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Got his man on the right.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Red Wolves. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The Rockets offense is back on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's running in the open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
The offense stays on the field despite the fact they've misfired on 2 4th down attempts already. Can they change their luck? Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rockets!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to move it through the air. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo.
Second down.
To the air, it's Flowers. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Red Wolves are on the move. He wants to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Tempo in overdrive.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Looking for room. It's Payne. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass on 2nd down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
Arkansas State.
The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Toledo, 14.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Not down for the tackle.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's looking to throw it. Setting up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable. Wide receiver shows motion. touch pass on the jet sweep. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. You can tell they got on the edge quickly and got the big first down.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. It's caught. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And that's a really good example of the quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Toledo! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Toledo, 21.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Looking for a man. It's Flowers. Avoids pressure. And he's still running after the move. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Red Wolves want to crank the tempo.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to the run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Harrell. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and, man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The Red Wolves will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throwing right. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Trying to convert this second and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the Rockets get it past the sticks.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Little touch pass to the receiver. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Fires to the right. He's got him, and they convert. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. He's got it. Touchdown, Rockets. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Quickly complete. Smashes through the tackle. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Red Wolves racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Keeps the legs moving. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Toledo! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of...
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Looking for a productive play on first down. With jet sweep pass. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Looking for room at the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Out of the gun to give to the back. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Toledo.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the